So meaning if they tell you you can't do this, you're going to leave your vice chair job?
Ultimately, if they decide to remove me, I have no control over that. A lot of our members of Congress are failing to meet the moment, frankly, and we need to make sure that they know that they're going to be held accountable, and we're going to have primary challenges in our safe seats where we have members of Congress who, when they're not being effective or they're not able to meet this moment, that they know that there's a young person who is willing to challenge them, and there are resources behind them. And I would say as well, if we think about some of the best leaders that we have out there, whether it's Ro Khanna, whether it's Eric Swalwell, whether it's AOC, whether it's Cory Booker, all of those people got there through Democratic primaries. And we need to make sure that we're having a healthy process of holding everybody accountable in our party to build the strongest Democratic Party possible to fight back in this moment. Because what I'm concerned about a lot more is not what the people in the building, right next to us are feeling, which is Congress, but much more about the fact of who loses in this situation. We just lost an incredibly important vote in Congress because 2 of our members literally, unfortunately, passed away, right? That is a problem.
So because one of the things I know you're thinking about is just what are the criteria? You've said you're not going to go after Jen Schakowsky or Nancy Pelosi because you think they're effective members. I think those were your words. Is it over a certain age?
No.
Is it how many districts is it?
Yeah.
What are the specifics at this point?
So right now, let me be clear. This is not specifically when it comes to the candidates that we are targeting. It's not just, if you're over a certain age, you should not be doing this. Unfortunately, there are people of all ages who are failing to meet this moment in different ways right now. What we're looking at it's not out with the old and in with the new. It is out with the ineffective and in with the effective. And part of what we're doing with this announcement is waiting to see who retires here and says, you know what, it is time. I'm not ready to meet this moment anymore. And I know for a lot of our members that they will decide that ultimately.
Okay, I know. I love about you that you never hold back and you say what you think. I'm wondering, because James Carville said this was a crazy idea or a bad idea.
Yeah.
Now,
he also predicted we would win the election in a landslide.
A lot of people...
And other vice chairs have been involved in primaries before.
Yeah, it's something, though, that has angered traditional DNC members.
Some of them.
Some of them. I don't want to overstate. But how do you think, are you ready to put that at risk? I mean, if they said you can't do this, are you going to still...
This is a break the glass moment.
So meaning if they tell you you can't do this, you're going to leave your vice chair job?
Ultimately, if they decide to remove me, I have no control over that. I'm going to do everything I got elected to this position to fight to win back our young people and make sure that across the board with every single demographic pretty much except the elderly and the highly educated, we lost margins this past election cycle. This is a major crisis for our party right now, and it needs to be met with the ferocity it deserves so that we're able to win back those young people, win back the margins that we lost with a lot of those demographics. And that's not going to happen with the traditional tactics of just standing by and acting like, let's just play our turn and let's just hope if we put $200 million behind these frontline candidates that we're just all of a sudden going to get winning again. We need bold tactics in this moment. Our base knows it. And I will tell you, although there are people in this town that this is upset, that are benefiting from the status quo, they want to do 2 things at the same time. They want to keep the same people in the positions of power that they're in right now, and they want to win, but we cannot do that. We have to bring in new people. So if people want to support our work, they can go to leaderswedeserve.com.
David Hogg, thank you for being here.
Thank you.
When you know more, when you learn more, when you figure out candidates, I hope you'll come back and talk to us about it.